Real people, real celebrities, real talk.
Join the Breakfast Club. Blast off in your weekday morning, 6 to 10.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. We are the Breakfast Club. We got a special guest in the building.
Don't you give young Berg a drink yet.
Young Berg out here living the life, sniffing coke, beating up women. What's going on?
That is not living the life. Shut up.
Young
Berg is out here living like Bobby Brown in the 80s.
Oh, what's up, Berg?
What happened, bro?
Man, chillin'.
Now, young Berg, I knew you were going to be on this last season of Love and Hip Hop Hollywood.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it was the first season for them. And somehow, somewhere, you've been kicked off the show, they said, because you abused your girlfriend, Masika.
Right.
So what really happened with that? Because you guys seem back together.
I can't really talk about like the legal aspect of the whole situation, but pretty much what happened is like they lying. Like my credit card did not get declined or nothing like that. They trying to say my credit card got declined and I went crazy. That wasn't the case. There was no credit card issue at all. And then deeper than that, Masika went and had a situation with Sister to Sister magazine where she explained the situation. I didn't abuse her. I didn't touch her. I never did anything.
But she did call the police.
Nah, somebody in a hotel called the police.
Okay.
She didn't call the police.
But she did say that you choked her and...
I can't. Nah, it's getting.
Was y'all
I
having
can't
rough
talk about
sex,
that.
Can't cross that line.
I ran into Mona Scott and I asked her what happened.
Okay, cool. What'd she say?
And she was like, it's crazy because she was like, she told us that he did all this stuff to her, but then she wants to put him back. And so she was like, you can't just come and say that and then say...
I love Mona's, you know what I'm saying? So
Why?
it is what it is.
Mona is just Satan.
You
exploits
Stop
all
calling her
y'all.
Satan, man.
She is.
Yo, to keep it 100 with you though, like, man, I knew getting on Love and Hip Hop, like all my dirt and my secrets are already on the internet, so I didn't really have nothing to hide from, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like I went in there and she didn't really do me dirty like that. It's a lot of different things that happen. Like, of course, I was dating Joy, who Bow baby mother, before. While we were taping, and then they got rid of her.
They said she was boring or something.
Yeah, they moved her off the show.
Smashing Bow Wow's baby mom. Okay.
I was, but she was my girl prior to her being Bow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Right.
You
So
know
while
what I'm
you were
saying?
having sex with her, you were also dating Hazel E?
Nah, I hit it in the past, But and that was my whole thing with Hazel, where I was kind of upset because it's kind of like, yo, like you knew Joy was my girlfriend, and they just removed her from the show. Why are you going so hard right now? Like, this is just weird.
You probably were like part of her storyline too.
Yeah, we love Hazel, man. I mean, she still was crying on the reunion. I'm just like, damn, like, let it go. But I heard she with Cat Williams, so I'm cool.
Oh yeah, I did see that she's been dating Cat Williams now.
And you was getting sloppy toppy from Tierra Marie.
Yeah,
right?
why'd you put Tierra out there like that?
You know what? We got a single that's called Deserve on iTunes right now.
It's actually a pretty good song.
You
But why
deserve
did you have to
sloppy toppy
tell
from Tierra
everybody
Marie?
It's gracious.
that she did that in a back alley with you?
No. So, I feel horrible for even saying that, but at the end of the day, like, to keep it 100 with you, I was pressured into saying that because Ray and them, Ray left with Tierra at the end of the season.
Right.
So he was trying to get back with Princess. He wanted to get back with his girl, and he came at me reckless, like, yo, I'm going to turn up on you at the reunion. You should have never tried to have sex with my girl and all this other stuff. And I'm like, yo, girl, what are you talking about? The girl that you dumped all that box shit out? And he was like, she's going to be my girl forever. And I'm like, well.
So wait, you did try to have sex with Tierra Marie?
Nah.
So why would he say that?
Because I think
You told us you did prior, though.
No, remember
He said that she came on to him.
I told you she tried to holler at me in a club or whatever. And long story short, no, we did not have sex. You know what I'm saying? But I mean,
But she did give you oral sex.
Deserve is on
What that
iTunes
mouth
right
do
now.
know.
Deserve is on
Okay.
iTunes
So
right
are
now.
you- so are you-
like the president? You know what I'm saying? Like, I did not have sexual relations
So
with
are
that
you
girl.
are you and Ray J friends still or not?
Hell no.
Nah, like me and Ray J, Sexy Can Time, we were really cool, and then we didn't talk until Love and Hip Hop. So it's not like we real friends or nothing like that. It is what it is.
So he ran up on you in the street and said, "I'll see you at the reunion"?
He called me from Miami and was
Well,
just on
that's
some
weird.
turn up shit. Like, he might have been high. You never know. But it's just like I was trying to be loyal to him, you know what I'm saying? Because we sold millions of records together with that song. So I'm like, yo, like, you my man. All right, this what you want to do? Then let's do it. I'm more loyal to you than Tierra Marie. But at the time, I mean,
You guys brought this up on the show too. You said that she was mad at you because you came up here and told everybody she was dating Ray J, and no one knew.
I never understood that. I'm like, y'all went to award shows together. Y'all done been holding hands on blogs and shit. Like, why was she so mad that I said that? But Charlamagne, he turned that up. He was like, you better not tell me you want a young Berg. You know what I'm saying? I was just like, hey, you know, you turned it up.
Now, what about these gay rumors of you in the studio with some underage boys?
I've seen that, man.
Berg, talk about it, Berg. I need to know what's going on, Berg.
Yo, listen. So let's clear the air.
You can't, listen, I know you want to be the next Michael Jackson, but it's ways to do that. Go to the music.
No, no, I'm not gay. I've never been gay. The guy that said that has never, ever been in the studio with me. He's a grown mother. Man,
wasn't
liar.
that Ray J's manager who said that?
I don't know. I think he's just a street. Nah, Billy is my old manager.
Whack.
I don't know him.
Man, he a street that can do some things or whatever, man.
But he said you ain't never gonna confront him about that.
F that.
He was like,
you just said he's a street dude that can do some things. What
No, but deeper than that, it's kind of like, yo, like the man just went like, okay, I was in the studio, he called me, and then I didn't pick up the phone. Mind you, I'm in a session for Tierra Marie. This after the reunion, and
wasting
like I brought my camera crew
the
or whatever.
The song is good. Deserve. It's a good song.
So I was in there with my camera crew, and I was trying to do like a blogs for they to see that me and Tierra were still cool, and like it wasn't no bad blood or nothing like that, because we're gonna continue to work together.
She forgave you for that?
Listen, we was in the studio working.
The truth, that's why.
And
Stop it.
then called my phone, and I showed her my phone, like, look at this, and because it was weird that he was calling me, because I don't talk to dude like that. And she's like, don't pick up his phone. They trying to fuck up what we got, you know, because the song is so like, man, doing some numbers on iTunes.
Curse, young Berg.
He's already cursed 25 times.
Yeah, the song doing very well on iTunes. It went to like number 3 on iTunes, so it kind of like. Wack called me. He was threatening me, and he was like, man, we gonna do this to you, and I'm a street dude, and I'm a wolf. And I'm just like, yo, chill. I hung up the phone. 10 minutes later, he was on IG with that BS.
Right.
And I'm just like, it's so lame, because I'm in the studio with all these different people. Cool to Love was there. My manager, who's here now, was there. And he just went on IG, and he just kept going. Then he went and did an interview with Sway, and I was just like, okay.
Yeah, he called into Sway.
Now I got to go talk about it. So I just left Sway from talking about it, clearing all that up. But it's just like, it's unfortunate. Like,
so you're not gay? Never had sex with a young man in the studio.
Were you in the, do you know that?
The man that's saying he was in the studio and seeing what he's seen has never been in the studio with me ever in his life.
And he's a grown man.
He's a grown man.
Who's done prison time.
Who knows?
Has he,
do you know the kid that?
Something?
Yo, like for real, like nah. It's just weird, because it's like, okay, didn't Ray J the same dude that called y'all talking about he gonna get
booty goons,
and the manager or the dude with booty goons gonna tell you that I'm gay? Like, out of here, man.
So why did he have beef with you to begin with? Like, why did he call you beef?
It's the Tierra Marie thing, you know. Like
Ray J
love that girl, man. It is what it is.
Also, Ray J called Wack to check you.
He don't like you working with his.
No, yeah, because you know, hey, Ray J put out that record. You know, everybody's trying. That was my whole point of getting on Love and Hip Hop too. I'm like, yo, I want to show the world that I could create a song, because all the records are not really good from the Love and Hip Hop cast. So I'm just like, yo, I want to show them I could do this, and I did it on national TV, and it had the results. And I think that they just wasn't feeling the feedback, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But what about working with Hazel E? So you really were going to do some records with her?
No. I never was going to do that. My brother actually manages Hazel E, and that was the whole reason behind that. Like, I wasn't never going to do no records with no Hazel. No disrespect to her.
That's a little disrespectful.
I never seen the show. When I did turn in, you was on there talking like you was Pharrell. Like,
well, you did 4 songs on Nicki's new album. Worked on 4 songs on Nicki's new album.
Yeah, I co-produced 3, and I wrote
which ones?
Buy a Heart, Shanghai, Want Some More, and
that
Favorite.
record's tough.
Want Some More is crazy.
I think that's the toughest record on the album. That's with Jeremiah, right?
Yeah, Jeremiah's actually doing the hook.
You wrote the hook for him?
Yeah, me and Jeremiah wrote the hook, and I co-produced the record with Metro Boomin and Zaytoven. Mm-hmm. And that was just crazy. Like, Nicki, you know, the whole thing, like, man, I did a record like 4 days before I ever met Nicki. Like, I ain't know her like that. And I was like, yo, I'm going to get this record to Nicki Minaj, just thinking it, you know what I'm saying? And then somehow, some way through God, man, I went to the studio, and she was just in the studio I was at. Wow. And I sent my homie over there to like, yo, like, let her know I got records. I went, played my shit, and then after that, the rest is history. We just been rocking. I'm like, that's like big sis.
Do people have hesitation to work with you because of the whole stigma that comes with Love and Hip Hop?
Nah, I don't think so. I think that you might have hesitation to take the meeting, but when I get there and I start playing records, you know what I'm saying, it goes. You know, you can't deny a hit record. You know what I'm saying? Even like, man, like Tamar Braxton, like when I wrote and co-produced that record, you know what I'm saying? Then
she tried to say it wasn't true, that you ain't never do.
Because she didn't want people to know that Young Berg did a record for her.
But why did she say that?
But no, it's a real deeper story than that. Let's get to that. Okay, so I was living in Atlanta, and I was very miserable at the time. I was just writing records. I'm like, yo, I hate Atlanta. I don't want to be here. It was just, I'm not really the strip club kind of dude. You know, you hit the strip club. I just wanted to be in the studio, and I kind of like was trying to find myself, like where I was going, my next step in my career. I knew I wanted to write and produce, but it just like I was just frustrated. So I was watching Tamar and Vince randomly on the show. I ended up sending one record to a guy named Jerz, who ended up being Vincent Herbert's cousin. The next day, they flew me on a first-class flight out to L.A., and we did that record. Me and Tamar was cool. Like, I would have never known. Like, when she put up that post, everybody was adding me like she was talking about me. And I was like, that's weird. But then, like, a few days prior to that, we was at the BMI Awards, and I just walked up to her and touched her, and I was like, hey, you know what I'm saying? And she just looked at me like I had, like, 8 heads. Like, and went and got Vince, like, he touched me. And I'm like, oh, man. Okay, so here goes the backstory on that. So,
hey, that sounds like what the little boy would have said in the studio.
Yo, listen. So check it out. The whole backstory on the situation is that once I did the record, we were talking about management situations, and I was thinking that Vince was gonna manage me at the time, and this was gonna happen. So I gave him all the contact for everything, and I tried to let them run point with the record. Long story short, I didn't end up getting paid. You know what I'm saying? Everybody else got paid but me. And I think Corinne put it on Twitter, like, she got mad at me one time, was like,
Superhead.
Corinne, she was like, I wonder if Real Young Berg got paid for that Tamar Braxton record, and added her on Twitter. And Vince called me. It was the 4th of July. Vince called me like, Berg, we can't be doing this. I got paid the next day though, so shout out.
Superhead kind of helped you out.
Corinne did help out. Nah, we cool. Like, I don't deal with it like that though. You know, she's a friend. She cool. You know, we cordial.
It seems like you have a lot of falling outs over women.
Yeah.
You know, like,
said,
so what's up with you and Molly Mall?
Hey, before that, is Superhead really got Superhead?
Is that nickname warranted? Was that the best you ever had?
She's a cool person, you know.
Was that the
That
best?
means it's okay.
She's a great person, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to.
I mean, she gave herself that. She gave herself.
She said, I don't want to. He don't want to f up his thing he got going on.
No, she didn't with Mr. Market.
She write another
See,
one?
but the thing is, I know Corinne, and I don't know what her relationship status is right now. So,
But it's in the past.
Yeah, but I don't play no games with Corinne like that.
He said, nah,
Not with Corinne.
We
We don't play no games with
All
Corinne.
right, so now what's up with you and Molly Mall? It seems like he has an issue with you from.
Yeah,
Love and
it's
Hip Hop
weird.
Hollywood.
You know, like, Molly Mall's supposed to be this pimp, you know what I'm saying? And just like, and I know Molly. Like, I done been in Vegas with him. I've known him for years. And it's just like, I lost all respect for Molly before the reunion, and that's why I was so turned up. The man texted me and said, on the strength of Masika, his whole goal in life is to ruin my career. And if you think chain snatching was bad, I'm going way worse than that. And that's on the strength of your bitch. And I was just like,
so he's mad at you because Masika.
Whatever they got going on.
But he was really dating her because we saw that.
They were dating. Me and Masika have been friends for a long time, so I was around when her and Molly were going to Laker games.
Too?
That's his girlfriend, dummy.
Oh, Berg knocked off a lot of people.
Everybody on the damn show.
You gotta watch Berg. Goodness gracious, Berg.
Damn,
Yo, I love y'all up here though, like, cause last time I was here.
God,
yo,
Berg.
Rihanna ran up on me and was like, yo, I seen y'all Breakfast Club interview, and like, yo, like, I really, like, you were talking about your writing, and, you know, like, I knew your songs, but now I really with you. So, like, man.
Oh, so you owe us.
Did you holler at her?
No.
You didn't holler at her, though.
First of all, did you send us some music? That should have been the second
that
thing.
was definitely.
No doubt. You know, shout out to Omar and everybody at Rock Nation.
I heard her
done a
new
couple
album is
different
fire
sessions.
from
Yeah,
people
she
that
dope.
have heard
But
it.
did you holler?
Nah, of course not.
Did you get
know?
anything on her album?
I did a few records. I don't know what made the last cut or whatever. I'm not sure, you know, because it's really like, they really secretive with that. But I mean, I hope so.
All right, so back to you and Molly Mall. So now he's acting like he's gonna get you when he sees you.
And what's worse than chain snatch?
I have no.
A lot. Booty Goons?
So why y'all LA dudes really be on some rape stuff?
No,
though?
Booty Goons is worse than chain snatching. You can't tell me.
Deaf, shot, injured.
Come on, man. I don't deal in none of that stuff y'all talking about. I go to the studio. I make music. All I do is make hit records. I don't be in nobody way. I'm not a street dude. I never
be in nobody booty.
yo, you gotta chill, yo.
Charlotte man over here trying to get you drunk. Just be careful.
I mean, no, I'm good. You know,
I just want him to spill everything.
Just don't take no espresso from him or nothing.
No cappuccino?
No cappuccino.
No, y'all wild, man. Ma, go ahead.
Go ahead, Ma. What?
Ma, you know, I just lost all respect for him. I thought he was a player. How you gonna be mad at me over a chick?
Everybody's mad at you over a chick, though.
Yeah, I mean.
I heard Cat Williams is looking for you. No, I'm kidding.
Hey, man, it is what it is.
So are you and Masika together now? What's the status with that?
Yeah.
That's your girl.
I'm always gonna love her
monogamous?
forever. I'm gonna love her forever, but I mean, I can't. I mean, it is what it is. Like, if they want to see that, then they gotta. work everything out with VH1. I'm not just giving them that for free.
So you might be back on the show.
Who knows? You know?
Even though they said you're done, Young Berg fired from Love and Hip Hop.
That's a very loser type headline. Like fired from Love and Hip Hop.
And no one gets fired. They done did all kind of
job
stuff.
qualification. Like
We done see people get attacked.
See the difference thing is like, man, you know, they got sponsors. You know, when them shows air and it's like Vagisil and all these different sponsors. Like but it's a woman thing. You know, and my allegations was so crazy that I know with the business that I know that was gonna happen regardless.
Well, listen, that show really makes black women look bad regardless, whether it's them fighting or whatever. So for her to kick you off over some allegations, unless she knows more than what we know, who knows?
Who knows? It might work itself out.
She can't pick and choose when she want to be that person with morals and values. The standard police.
Man, I love Mona, you know what I'm saying? So whatever happens. The great thing for me is that I have a day job, which consists of me going to the studio. Everybody else maybe not so.
What I will say about Young Berg is he always gets right back up on his feet. You know, you've had a lot of issues. You could have been gone from the music business.
Yeah.
And you managed to stay behind the scenes.
He was young back then, too. If you look at it, Young Berg is, how old are you now?
Me, I'm 28 now.
Still young.
This was 7 years ago when that thing happened with Mano, right?
That was a long time ago.
Like 20 years old. That was a long time ago. Berg
y'all take lumps, though. That's why I used to call you the hip-hop pinata.
Yeah. I watch every interview y'all do, so I already know. But at the end of the day, my thing is like you could respect that too, Charlamagne, because you went through your trials and tribulations. It's all about being resilient, and you know what I'm saying, not paying attention to what, because like if you give that negative energy, that you're gonna get caught up into it. I just put that energy into the music, into something good.
The only thing I worry about with you is you always say I don't remember when you get drunk. That's kind of scary.
Nah. I think I say that when I'm trying to curb somebody. I don't forget anything.
Because you said that in this situation.
Which one?
When they said you beat the girl, they was like, I don't remember.
Nah, I never said that. In fact, I've never
he
commented.
He said he can't really talk about it.
Yeah, I can't talk about it because it's legal situations. Nah,
He remembers that, though.
I remember everything. We can talk about anything.
So if the charges, everything gets dropped, will they let you back on the show? Is that what they're waiting to find out?
I don't think they can legally kick me off of the show if with the charges drop. So I don't know. That's more of a legal for my lawyer to find out or whatever. Look, I got faith into the whole situation. Whatever, like I got a different goal. Like I want to get in these offices. Like I want to get inside the building and like be like an incubator for a parent company or one of these guys. You know, like how Motown used to do it back in the day when they had Smokey Robinson. I think that a lot of people like, it's a single driven culture. It's single driven, but nobody is like putting a producer or a songwriter with your new artist that you sign. You just sign them because they got a hit on YouTube and then you don't know what to do with them next. So I'm trying to do that. And if that allows that on Love and Hip Hop and that works out, then cool. If not, then whatever.
I remember there was a point in time when Rich Dollars was supposed to manage you. Whatever.
Stay away from him.
Rich.
Stay away from Bitch Dollars. That's what I call
I remember that because
you
were in town and I saw you guys and they were saying, and I don't know if it was you who told me that or him, but it's like, oh yeah, I'm about to manage Young Berg.
Nah.
Was that ever something that you were considering?
Nah, Rich is a homie, you know what I'm saying? I never looked at him as a manager. Only reason that me and Rich was running around like that is because he was trying to get me to write Men of a Record and be on Love and Hip Hop New York, and Jim Jones shut that down. Jim was like, yo, shorty, no, you can't do that.
Hold on. So Jim was like, don't let Rich manage you?
Nah, Jim was just like, don't do Love and Hip Hop at all. You writing records for all these different people, don't do Love and Hip Hop at all.
Anyway.
It was on my terms, though. It was in L.A., you know what I'm saying? It was a little different, and I felt like I had enough ammunition, like, because while I was doing the show and, like, you see me and you was like, yo, you talking like you Pharrell, I was actually in the studio with Nicki Minaj while this was going on. I was actually in the studio working on all these different projects, and like my Twitter and Instagram, like, bitch ass, you ain't working with nobody.
That's what I was saying. I was like, what is Berg doing? I didn't know.
And people don't. Sometimes people don't know. They're like, oh, he calls himself the hit maker. What hits? Because the problem is coming from being an artist, and people know you from being an artist. If they don't see you personally putting out songs, they just think that's it. They don't know what goes on.
Yo, to be 100 with you, I love this lane that I'm in more than anything. Like, I'm low key. Like, I'm not really on the scene. I'm making crazy
You're on
paper.
reality TV.
Yeah,
you're on the scene.
Yeah, I'm making paper. I go to the studio Monday through Thursday, and Friday through Sunday, I go get my bag at the club, and I'm right back in the studio. It's really simple.
Is it worth it though? I mean, like songwriters make a lot of money. It's a lucrative business, and producers. Is it even worth it to be on reality TV?
Yeah, because I think that if I didn't do that, then it wouldn't have opened up the opportunity to do certain things that I'm doing now.
Not only that, he wouldn't be here, and we wouldn't know that he did.
Yeah, like I wouldn't be able to tell y'all that I wrote these records. I would be DMing Angela like I wrote 4 songs on Nicki.
Don't artists hate that though? Don't artists hate when people go out and say, "Hey, I wrote this for them"?
No,
not hooks and stuff like that. Yeah,
or like, doing a beat or working on a song.
Nah, not like that.
So how well did they pay you on Love and Hip Hop? What's that check like? Because people
$1,500
think you're on the show, and some people think they don't get paid at all. Some people think you're rich.
Some people don't
get
paid. I don't think Marley Marl got paid at all. Like he was just like there. You know what I'm saying?
Man, you gonna make Marley Marl kill you.
So what was your check like?
Oh, it was decent. It was way more than what Charlamagne talking about.
That's about the standard Mona give people.
It was way more than that. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna be way more than that if I come back for a season 2 for sure.
Now, what about these deadbeat dad allegations? Because I always see, Young Berg doesn't take care.
You need to write a woman empowerment. Right? You hate dark-skinned women. You hate women. You don't take care of your kids. Berg, come on, man.
No, see what the thing is that the funny thing is like you said, I just got on the show, so all these things that we've already dealt with come back up. Just like, the picture, my naked picture. We talked about that in our interview. This situation we talking about, we talked about that in our last interview. It's just that everything came back up with me being back on the scene or whatever, like all the old rumors like that. That's bull.
So it's all taken care of.
No, it's not. There is nothing to take care of.
Okay.
People saying people saying I'm a deadbeat dad. Like I was just literally locked up in New York for this whole situation that happened. Like if I was delinquent with some type of thing, you would have heard about that upon my arrest.
So you don't have no kids?
No.
Now that's funny.
No.
That's funny.
No.
How you get deadbeat daddy rumors and you ain't no kid?
Well, I mean, I found out the same way y'all found out. You know what I'm saying? Like when we talked about it last time, some random girl that say she just popped up on World Star and was just like, hey, I got Young Berg.
Well, I can understand you not taking care of your kids if you don't have none. That makes perfect sense to me.
I mean, yeah, but I don't really do interviews like that. So like when the headline come out, it just spiral and turn into whatever. You know what I'm saying? I don't really speak on shit like that because I feel like it's irrelevant. You know what I'm saying? Like if it's really serious, then handle the business and whatever.
And you kill yourself trying to put out every fire, man. Every fire ain't worth it.
Yo, that's just like with the whole thing with Wack. Like I can't really get on. I was gonna say something on Instagram, but it's like, yo, like these don't even really like me on Instagram. Like, and my comments be on fire. Like they be fighting with each other in my comments. Why would I say something and try and clear something up on social media? Like,
there's nothing you can say. Like it's like Bill Cosby with the rape allegations. He come out right now and be like, I didn't do it. People going like, shut up. Yes, you did. There's nothing you can say because people have their mindset that they don't like Young Berg.
Yeah, that's why I just take my ass in the studio and make a record. You know what I'm saying? You cannot like Young Berg, but you gonna like this Nicki Minaj record, or you gonna like this Tamar Braxton record, or you gonna like Jason Derulo record. I actually
you wrote for Jason Derulo too?
Yeah, for sure.
Wow.
I usually don't talk about artists' upcoming releases or whatever, but he kind of teased this on his Instagram. I actually also wrote and co-produced the record, Meek and Chris Brown. I won't say the title, but it's coming real soon too, I hope.
So you do the beats and write the hooks?
Yeah, I got a production team. Like from the jump, I've always been into signing producers and doing different things. So I sign a bunch of guys up and we co-produce things together, and then I pretty much go in and write the hooks. I wrote that hook with Jeremiah as well, the one that's on the Meek record.
So did this reality show reignite that lane for you? Because you said you was depressed in Atlanta, so you weren't doing nothing then.
No, I wasn't. I was doing like minor things. Like I did like a record for T-Pain called Bad Bitches Link Up because I was being a creep, you know what I'm saying, watching Instagram, the Taz's Angels, and I'm like, yo, I'm gonna get on their radar. I'm just gonna write a song about them, and I wrote that song. Then I did Double Cup for DJ Infamous with Juicy J, Ludacris. Then I did King Louis, My Hoes They Do Drugs with Pusha T and Juicy J. So like I was doing small records that were not really on that level, and I was just like, man, I gotta get to LA, and I moved back to LA, and my life changed from there.
Did you have sex with one of the Taz Angels? Did it work?
No, I haven't been in Miami. I haven't been in Miami. I haven't been in Miami, but I'm telling you, I'm coming.
You wrote a record for some Instagram.
Yeah, I wrote 2 actually. Look! I wrote a record for Cassie called
Watch Yourself.
And you were trying to smash Cassie?
No, Puff is my big homie. I wrote a record for Cassie called Turn Up with Meek Mill on it or whatever, and I was just like had her saying Bad Bitches Link Up and things that nature or whatever, and they tweeted it, they loved it. It is what it is.
So would you ever consider dating Tierra Marie? Y'all have a lot of history.
Man, we got crazy chemistry, but I think that it's all about like we hit. Like, you know what I'm saying? I drink, she drink, we're going to clash and we're going to have, you know what I'm saying, confrontation. But we're alike in a lot of different ways, but she could never be my girl, nothing like that. Just be like, man, Ray J
fluctuates too.
You know, I mean, that's woman stuff, I don't know, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I know she's working hard in the gym right now, you know what I'm saying? We're supposed to be shooting a video for this record, so, I mean, I salute that.
Yeah, she needs to lose about 25.
Oh, stop it. I think Sierra's so cute.
You was sniffing her seat. You was the last time. What the hell?
I didn't go that far because of the 25.
Why you ain't say that to her when she was here that time, too, with Morgan?
She was down and depressed. I ain't in the back.
She came the day after the finale, and they filmed the finale, and she was so upset, and that's because that's when she went on the show and found out that Princess Love and Ray J were back together. So she was really upset about that.
Yeah, I didn't want to tell her she needed to lose
Shut
25.
up.
That wasn't the time or place to bring
violence, man. I wish them the best with that. I'm strictly music with Tierra Marie. You hear that, Ray? Rack, whatever. Strictly music.
You think you could beat Ray in a fist fight?
I think we could shoot the fade.
Word.
Yeah, for sure. But I mean, I don't even want to like do that with him. You know what I'm saying? Because I look at him like it'd be unfortunate. Like when people, I'm just disappointed in him. You know what I'm saying? Like how you gonna let your manager say that and you know that's not true? But deep down, I figure he probably don't want to get involved in that because he got cases right now and he got other things going on. But he could at least shot me a text me about everything else.
Right.
He text me for sure to make sure I said that on the reunion about Homegirl. So I figured he could have reached out with this.
I don't know. How did y'all make up after that? You just told her, like, listen, I apologize and I shouldn't have said that.
She knew what it was. She know Ray J. She know what part she played in it. She know what part Ray played in it. And she know what part I played in it. And my part was that, man, damn, like, you gonna try and get me jumped on a reunion or something like that?
No one you gave me.
Not my word, Charlamagne.
All right, guys. Well, Young Berg, I appreciate you joining us today.
Yeah, thank you, man.
All right, it's the Breakfast Club, Young Berg.
Believe that.